Every record has been destroyed or falsified. Every book has been rewritten. Every picture has been repainted. Every statue and street and building has been renamed. Every date has been altered. History has stopped. Nothing exists except an endless present in which the party is always right. That, my friends, is a line from George Orwell's chillingly relevant novel, Animal Farm. Sure, it's about talking animals who overthrow humans only to end up under the iron hoof of oppressive pigs. But peel back the barnyard allegory and you'll find a scathing critique of totalitarian regimes and their insidious manipulation of history. Orwell understood the power of controlling the narrative. He saw how easily those in power could twist the past to justify their present and control the future. Sound familiar? It should. Because this isn't just a problem confined to the pages of a book or the actions of some despotic pigs. It's happening right now, right under our noses, with the relentless march of what we call progress. We've been sold a story that paints Western civilization as the pinnacle of human achievement, a beacon of progress and enlightenment. But what if that story is a carefully constructed lie? What if the very idea of progress, as we've come to understand it, is built on a foundation of exploitation, oppression, and the systematic erasure of alternative ways of life? What if the relentless pursuit of material wealth and technological advancement is actually driving us towards our own destruction? It's time we stopped swallowing the blue pill of conventional wisdom and took a long, hard look in the mirror, because the truth, as they say, will set you free, but first it'll probably piss you off. The European world loves to pat itself on the back for its progress. We've got skyscrapers, smartphones, self-driving cars that still run over pedestrians sometimes. We're living longer, consuming more, and generating enough data to make a supercomputer blush. This is progress, baby, or is it? The European concept of progress is deeply rooted in the Protestant work ethic. Work hard, accumulate wealth, and you'll be rewarded in this life and the next. This focus on individual achievement and material prosperity has fueled centuries of innovation and economic growth, but it's also come at a steep price. Our insatiable appetite for more has led to the exploitation of natural resources, the destruction of ecosystems, and the widening gap between the haves and the have-nots. We've become addicted to consumption, convinced that happiness lies in the next purchase, the next upgrade, the next dopamine hit of novelty. But, as anyone who's ever binged on sugar can tell you, the high never lasts. We're left wanting more, trapped on a hedonic treadmill that never slows down. This is not progress, it's a recipe for disaster. While the West has been busy building its empire of stuff, countless indigenous cultures have been trampled underfoot. From the Americas to Africa to Australia, the story is tragically familiar. European colonizers, armed with their advanced weaponry and insatiable thirst for land and resources, swept across the globe, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Indigenous populations were decimated by disease, displaced from their ancestral lands and forced to assimilate into the dominant culture. Their languages, traditions, and spiritual beliefs were systematically suppressed, deemed primitive and irrelevant in the face of Western progress. The siege of Jerusalem in 70 CE, the brutal treatment of the Irish in 1541, the dispossession of Australian Aboriginals starting in 1797, the horrors of the African slave trade in the 17th and 18th centuries, the systematic eradication of Native American cultures from the 1600s to 1900s. These are just a few examples of the devastating impact of Western expansion. The pursuit of a higher standard of living, a euphemism for material wealth and dominance, has come at an immeasurable human cost. The good news is that the Western model of progress is not the only game in town. Indigenous cultures around the world offer alternative visions of what it means to live a good life, visions that prioritize sustainability, community, and spiritual well-being over material accumulation. Native American traditions, for example, emphasize the interconnectedness of all living things and the importance of living in balance with nature. The Vedic philosophy of ancient India stresses the pursuit of knowledge, self-realization, and liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Buddhism, with its focus on mindfulness, compassion, and detachment from material desires, offers a path to inner peace and enlightenment. These traditions remind us that true progress is not about accumulating more stuff, but about cultivating wisdom, compassion, and a deep connection to ourselves, each other, and the natural world.